She's always wanted to be a mom.
Yeah,
so
that's always been what I've wanted my whole life. I know the boys, not long ago, we were talking about, what do you want to be when you grow up? When you were little, what did you want to be? I said, oh, I don't know. And then Brayden says she wanted to be a mommy. That's all she ever wanted to be. And I was like, yeah, that's all I wanted to be. So, I mean, I've always had this deep desire and always wanted to have babies and raise my children. And
we just weren't successful. And we did the in vitro, and we did it twice. Both times he said, you're young, you're healthy, you have at least an 80% chance, if not better, of getting pregnant. And
I think the first time it was a shock. I think we both expected it, and it was a shock to find out that we weren't. But at that point, we still knew we had one more chance. After in vitro the second time, my heart couldn't take any more.
I don't know. It was, I guess, harder for me to watch her go through it than anything. For a while there, I was wondering what's going on, asking God, why aren't you helping us more? And was I not praying enough? Was I not reading my Bible enough? Was I, not spending enough time, with the boys, or, whatever it is? You always have these questions in your mind, and nothing was going our way, it seemed like. And everyone would tell me it's, God's timing is always perfect. It may not be your time, but it's God's timing is perfect. And
I don't know how long it was later that I started thinking that maybe I could do adoption, that maybe I was healing enough to be able to move forward. One night when we were at dinner, he just brought it up that he had been thinking about it, and he had already started researching stuff, and I had no idea that he was at that point where he was okay with adopting. And
we knew we wanted a baby, and we knew it would be a longer process, and so we didn't know how long it would be. And that we had friends at High Ridge that have either worked there or gone through it, and people to talk to and give you advice and share the ups and downs of being turned down by a birth mom when you knew your profile was out. And we were wondering what's going on. And
times when I would get really down, I remember especially baby dedications at church were always just tore me to pieces. You're so happy for the people up there, but at the same time it just made your heart ache. And I remember sitting there one week when there was a baby dedication, and just, it was hurting so bad. But at the same time, I knew, being in church and hearing the message after that God had a plan, and the plan wasn't right now, but it was coming. And
we had been turned down by birth moms a few times. When our profile went out, you get excited thinking you might finally get a baby. And
I thought it was interesting, though, that one of the caseworkers told us when she did our home study that it might take longer for us because we already had 2 kids in the house. And she said lots of moms want it to go to a family that doesn't have any kids. They want it to be a gift to them.
You usually have a few months to prepare, but
the day before Thanksgiving, we found out that
we were getting our baby, and she knew that she would be going to a place that, loved God and went to a good church. She didn't care about our age. She just knew that Maddie would be getting 2 great big brothers.
It was kind of amazing when we did get chosen later that was one of the reasons that she chose us, was because of the boys. That was her biggest reason.
So we have a baby girl, Madison. The process is kind of expensive going through the adoption. And the first Sunday we took Maddie to church, Becky came up with tears in her eyes, and Pastor Levi had given her an envelope. And so we got home, opened the envelope, and there was $5,000 in the envelope.
So, thank you to whoever that was.
It's just amazing that we have a church family that knows, and God knew that we needed help at the time. When you look on it look back on it now, you see that maybe he was testing us and seeing, are you still going to be faithful? Are you still going to tithe? Are you still going to pray to me? Are you still going to encourage your children that you have? And when you look back on, all the men's groups I went to, and when we had the opportunity to talk about, what we need prayers for, it was always for my family and for us to have a child together. And the church isn't the building, it's the people that come to the building and make up what's inside that building. And, it's definitely our family.